As the morning sun gently illuminates the deck, a sense of tranquility settles in. The rhythmic movement of the waves beneath the boat creates a soothing backdrop, blending seamlessly with the fresh, invigorating sea air. Light dances across the water, casting shimmering reflections that invite you to pause and take in the serene atmosphere. This peaceful moment on the boat sets the tone for the day ahead, offering a perfect introduction to the journey of exploration that awaits. The calmness of the sea and the gentle breeze combine to create an environment where relaxation comes naturally, preparing you for the discoveries to come. Ancient Malay sailors developed a remarkable method for predicting the weather by closely observing the waves and the direction of the wind. Their approach required a deep sensitivity to subtle changes in the sea's surface and the patterns of the breeze. Through years of experience, these sailors learned to interpret the smallest ripples and shifts in wind, recognizing signs that often eluded the untrained eye. This practice was not just a skill, but an art, one that demanded patience and a deliberate pace, allowing them to truly connect with the rhythms of nature. Living in harmony with the ocean, they embraced a slower way of life, where careful observation and thoughtful reflection guided their journeys. Their expertise exemplified a profound respect for the sea and a mastery born from attentive, mindful living. Historians have long debated the accuracy of this method, weighing personal intuition against inherited experience. Some argue that relying on intuition can lead to subjective interpretations, while others believe that skills passed down through generations carry a unique practical wisdom. This discussion raises important questions about the real-world value and artistic merit of the technique. Is its effectiveness rooted in measurable outcomes, or does its true worth lie in the subtle nuances of craftsmanship? The tension between empirical evidence and traditional knowledge continues to shape our understanding of the method. Ultimately, the debate challenges us to consider how we define expertise and authenticity in historical practices. On deck, the sailors move with deliberate grace, each gesture flowing seamlessly into the next. Their hands tighten ropes and adjust sails in a rhythm that echoes the gentle rise and fall of the waves. Every motion is precise, yet soft, as if choreographed in harmony with the wind that fills the canvas above. The crew's coordination is evident in their silent understanding, responding to the shifting currents and gusts with practiced ease. Together they transform the labor of sailing into a quiet dance, where human skill, nature's force, and the pulse of the sea unite in perfect balance. During one memorable voyage, a young sailor found himself facing an unexpected challenge. As the crew sailed into open waters, a sudden wave appeared on the horizon, catching everyone off guard. With quick thinking and a dash of humor, the sailor scrambled to adjust the sails, joking that the sea was simply testing his reflexes. His light-hearted attitude helped ease the tension among the crew, turning a potentially stressful moment into a lesson in adaptability. Through this experience, he learned to embrace surprises and approach each obstacle with curiosity and a smile. Such moments highlight the spirit of learning and camaraderie that define life at sea. Each element in the traditional navigation system carries its own unique significance. The wind, for instance, reveals direction and weather patterns, guiding travelers across vast distances. Waves provide subtle cues about underwater features and the proximity of land. Light, whether from the sun or the stars, serves as a reliable compass, helping navigators maintain their course. Palm leaves are used to create maps and record knowledge, while the Southern Cross constellation acts as a celestial marker in the night sky. Together, these details showcase the vibrancy and intelligence of ancient navigation methods, demonstrating how people skillfully interpreted their environment to journey safely and confidently. Recognizing a nearby island can often be achieved by observing the flow of water. Subtle changes in currents, ripples, and the movement of waves may signal the presence of land just beyond the horizon. Learning to interpret these signs is like acquiring a new language, one spoken by the sea, the wind, and the passage of time. Each lesson brings a sense of curiosity as you begin to understand the messages hidden in nature's patterns. There is a quiet peace in this process, a gentle unfolding of knowledge that connects you more deeply to your surroundings. The journey of discovery is both calming and endlessly fascinating, as each observation reveals a new layer of meaning. As the gentle rhythm of the sea unfolds, the soothing sounds of waves and the whisper of the wind blend seamlessly with the soft play of light. This harmonious combination creates a deeply relaxing atmosphere, inviting a sense of calm and tranquility. In these moments, the subtle beauty of nature encourages us to slow down, to observe with greater sensitivity, and to appreciate the delicate details that often go unnoticed. The experience offers a valuable lesson in mindful living, reminding us of the importance of embracing serenity and finding balance in our daily lives. Reflecting on the journey, each moment spent at sea becomes a unique story, a memorable experience, and a gentle lesson. The vast ocean offers opportunities to connect with history, immerse in the beauty of nature, and embrace the slower rhythm of life. Through these experiences, one gains a deeper appreciation for the tranquility and mystery that the sea holds. Every wave, every breeze, and every sunrise contributes to a tapestry of memories that linger long after the voyage ends. The journey is not just about reaching a destination, but about savoring the simple joys and wisdom found along the way. Sitting quietly on the edge of the boat, a sense of tranquility washes over you. The gentle rhythm of the waves creates a soothing soundtrack, blending seamlessly with the soft glow of the morning light reflecting on the surface of the sea. Each ripple shimmers, casting patterns that dance across the water. The air feels fresh and calm, inviting you to pause and take in the peaceful surroundings. In these moments, the worries of daily life seem distant, replaced by a deep sense of relaxation and emotional connection to nature. The serene atmosphere encourages reflection and a renewed appreciation for the simple beauty of the ocean at dawn. Ancient Malay sailors developed a unique method for determining direction at sea using dried palm leaves. By carefully observing how the leaves fluttered in the wind, they could discern both the direction of travel and the flow of ocean currents. This technique required keen attention and a deep understanding of natural patterns. Despite its simplicity, the method showcased remarkable ingenuity and subtlety. It stands as a testament to the resourcefulness and adaptability of traditional navigation practices, relying solely on the environment and minimal tools. Historians have offered varied perspectives on the accuracy of this method. Many agree that while it lacks the precision of modern navigation tools, it proved remarkably effective for those who mastered it. The success of this approach often depended on the navigator's intuition, honed through years of experience and patient observation. Reading natural signs at sea, such as the movement of waves, the behavior of birds, and the color of the water, required a deep familiarity with the environment. Historians emphasize that this intuitive understanding was not innate, but developed over time, passed down through generations. As a result, the method's reliability was closely tied to the navigator's skill and perseverance. Sailors skillfully interpret the dynamic information provided by wind, waves, sunlight, and the rustling of palm leaves. These natural signals guide them across vast distances between remote islands, even without the aid of a compass or map. By observing subtle changes in their environment, they can determine direction and anticipate weather conditions. This approach not only enhances their navigation skills, but also fosters a sense of connection with nature. The experience is both educational and relaxing, blending learning with moments of tranquility. Through this harmonious relationship with the elements, sailors gain confidence and mastery over their journeys. Observing the flow of water can signal that an island is near, offering subtle clues that are often overlooked. Learning to recognize these delicate differences is an essential skill for anyone navigating the sea. Through hands-on experience aboard a boat, one begins to understand the unique language spoken by the ocean, the wind, and the passage of time. Each journey reveals new patterns and rhythms, deepening our connection to the natural world. The interplay between water currents and environmental cues becomes clearer, guiding travelers safely and enriching their understanding of maritime life. In this light-hearted tale, a young sailor recounts his encounter with the so-called lazy current during his voyage. At first, the slow-moving water seemed to hinder progress, prompting laughter and playful complaints among the crew. However, as the journey continued, the sailor began to notice the subtle advantages of the situation. The palm leaf, often overlooked, became an invaluable tool for gauging the movement of the water and guiding the ship. Through careful observation and a touch of humor, the sailor learned to appreciate the small details that make a big difference at sea. This story reminds us that patience and attentiveness can reveal unexpected benefits even in the most seemingly mundane circumstances. Gazing toward the horizon, it becomes clear that a journey is more than just a physical passage. It is also a voyage of the senses, imagination, and patience. Along the way, every small detail takes on its own unique significance. The sights, sounds, and subtle moments encountered enrich the experience, shaping our perceptions and memories. This deeper understanding transforms travel into a meaningful exploration, where each step reveals new layers of insight and wonder. As the journey draws to a close, a sense of tranquility settles in, blending seamlessly with the slow rhythm of the sea. The gentle sounds of water, wind, and seabirds weave together to form a soothing symphony. This harmonious atmosphere highlights the importance of patience and attentive listening. Immersed in nature's melody, we are reminded that true discovery often comes from embracing the quiet moments. The experience encourages us to slow down and appreciate the subtle beauty that surrounds us. In this peaceful setting, the values of patience and reflection become clear, guiding us forward on our path of exploration.
Strolling along the deck of the boat, a sense of tranquility washes over you. The gentle warmth of the sun envelops your skin, while soft rays shimmer across the surface of the water. With each subtle vibration from the waves, the atmosphere becomes more intimate and soothing. The rhythmic motion beneath your feet creates a delicate connection to the natural world. Surrounded by this peaceful setting, you feel both relaxed and present, embraced by the softness of the moment. The Malay sailors move with remarkable grace as they adjust the sails, their actions fluid and effortless. Each gesture seems to follow a unique rhythm, reminiscent of an ancient dance performed in harmony with nature. Their hands work swiftly yet gently, revealing years of practiced skill. The sails respond to their touch, billowing and shifting with the wind. This seamless coordination between sailor and sea creates a mesmerizing scene, where tradition and environment blend into one. Observing them, it becomes clear that sailing is not just a task, but an art passed down through generations. Ancient seafaring skills involved more than just navigation by stars or landmarks. Experienced sailors learned to observe subtle changes in the water's surface, identifying hidden bands where currents shifted unexpectedly. These faint differences often signaled the presence of distant islands or concealed sandbanks, long before they became visible. By reading these clues, navigators could anticipate landfall or avoid dangerous shallows. Such techniques required patience, keen observation, and a deep understanding of the ocean's behavior. Mastery of these skills was essential for safe and successful voyages across vast open waters. The old sailor, with a twinkle in his eye, shares his clever advice on distinguishing different water currents. He jokes that the sea is like a patchwork quilt, each strip with its own color and temperament. By watching the way sunlight dances across the surface, or noticing how the waves change their rhythm, one can learn the subtle language of the ocean. His humor is gentle, making the art of observation feel both accessible and enjoyable. Through his wisdom, the sailor reminds us that understanding the sea is not just about knowledge, but also about curiosity and a light-hearted spirit. Historians have long debated the most effective methods for interpreting the concept of reading water. Some emphasize the importance of experience, arguing that repeated observation and practice lead to a deeper understanding. Others highlight intuition and the subtle sensitivity of the senses, suggesting that an instinctive approach can reveal nuances that structured analysis might miss. There are also those who advocate for a personal touch, combining learning with relaxation to foster a more natural and enjoyable engagement with the subject. This blend of approaches reflects the diversity of perspectives within the field, illustrating that both analytical skills and personal experience play vital roles in mastering the art of reading water. Imagine the sensation of touching the surface of the water, where each ripple tells a silent story. As your fingers glide across, you become aware of the subtle movement and gentle rhythm beneath. The sounds of waves, wind, and birds blend together, creating a soft, harmonious melody. Immersed in this tranquil environment, you feel a deep connection to nature. The interplay of light and sound invites you to pause and appreciate the delicate beauty surrounding you. In these moments, the water becomes more than just a physical element. It transforms into an experience that soothes and inspires. The boatman points out subtle signs in the water, indicating that the island is near. Through his guidance, you begin to learn the unique language spoken by the water, the wind, and the passage of time. Each ripple and breeze carries meaning, teaching you to pay attention to the world in new ways. There is a hint of irony in his words, as he gently mocks the tendency to overlook these natural cues during a journey. This moment becomes a lesson not only in navigation, but also in mindfulness and observation. The environment itself becomes a silent teacher, revealing secrets to those who listen closely. A young sailor once shared a humorous story about narrowly avoiding running aground. As he navigated unfamiliar waters, he noticed subtle differences in the color and movement of the water's surface. By paying close attention to these telltale signs, he steered clear of hidden sandbanks. The experience was both nerve-wracking and enlightening. Through this ordeal, the sailor realized that the practical knowledge gained from real-life situations often leaves a deeper impression than lessons learned in theory. His story highlights how, over time, experience becomes a valuable teacher, shaping confidence and skill in unexpected ways. As the journey unfolds, a gentle rhythm emerges, shaped by the interplay of waves, sails, and wind. The scent of the sea lingers in the air, adding another layer to this sensory experience. Each element blends seamlessly, creating a unique symphony that captivates those on board. The slow pace invites reflection and a deeper connection with the surrounding nature. It is a moment where time seems to stretch, allowing travelers to fully immerse themselves in the tranquil atmosphere. The harmony of movement and sound offers a rare opportunity to appreciate the beauty of the ocean in its purest form. As we gaze toward the horizon, it becomes clear that a journey is more than just movement from one place to another. It is an immersive experience that engages our senses, stimulates our imagination, and tests our patience. Each step we take blends reality with moments of daydream, creating a tapestry of memories and emotions. The path ahead is shaped not only by the physical distance we cover, but also by the thoughts and feelings that accompany us. In this way, the journey transforms into a unique adventure, where the boundaries between what is real and what is imagined often blur. As the journey draws to a close, a profound sense of relaxation settles in. Each subtle detail becomes more meaningful, inviting a deeper appreciation for the present moment. The gentle rhythm of the waves and the vastness of the ocean inspire a quiet tranquility. Surrounded by the soothing embrace of the sea, every instant feels precious and serene. This peaceful atmosphere encourages reflection and gratitude, allowing you to savor the unique beauty of life on the open water. Floating gently on the calm sea, a sense of tranquility washes over you. The soft rhythm of the waves creates a soothing backdrop, while the pale golden light bathes everything in a warm, peaceful glow. This serene atmosphere invites relaxation and quiet reflection, setting the perfect mood for the day ahead. As you prepare for the journey of exploration, the gentle sway of the water and the delicate sunlight promise a harmonious start. The vastness of the ocean feels comforting, encouraging you to embrace the adventure that awaits. Ancient Malay sailors relied on the subtle cues of nature to navigate the vast seas. By observing the color of the water, listening to the calls of birds, and sensing the scent carried by the wind, they could determine the location of islands and the direction of ocean currents. These skills were honed over generations, blending intuition with keen observation. Amidst the journey, the wisdom of an old sailor stood out, his remarks laced with humor and insight. His playful words not only lightened the mood, but also revealed a deep understanding of the sea's mysteries. Through their interactions, the crew learned to trust both the environment and the seasoned experience of their elders. Historians have offered varied perspectives on the accuracy of traditional orientation methods. Many emphasize that these approaches rely not only on accumulated experience but also on intuition, allowing individuals to read subtle cues from their environment. The art of living slowly and attentively is often highlighted as a crucial element, enabling practitioners to notice details that might otherwise be overlooked. Some historians argue that this combination of skills creates a nuanced and adaptable system, well suited to changing conditions. Others, however, point out that while traditional methods can be remarkably effective, they may lack the precision of modern scientific techniques. Overall, there is a consensus that the interplay between experience, intuition, and a refined approach to observation forms the foundation of traditional orientation, making it both an art and a science. Sailors have developed a remarkable ability to perceive and interpret their surroundings with incredible precision. By observing the subtle movement of palm leaves, the position of the Southern Cross, the sound of water, and the play of sunlight, they gather vital clues about their environment. These sensory details form a living information system, guiding them safely across vast stretches of ocean. Without the aid of compasses or maps, they rely on this deep connection to nature to navigate between distant islands. Each element, no matter how small, contributes to their understanding of direction and distance. This intuitive approach to navigation showcases the ingenuity and adaptability of traditional seafaring cultures. As the boat guide points out subtle signs in the current, it becomes clear that the island is near. This moment reveals the intricate language of the sea, wind, and time, a language learned not from books, but through attentive observation and experience. Each ripple and shift in the water carries meaning, guiding those who know how to interpret it. Discovering these natural cues is both a new and fascinating experience. It opens up a deeper understanding of the environment, making the journey feel richer and more connected to the rhythms of nature. The young sailor shares his story of navigating the open sea, relying on subtle signs from the waves and the wind to steer clear of hidden sandbanks. Each ripple and breeze became a lesson, teaching him how to read the ocean's quiet language. He recalls moments of uncertainty, where a sudden shift in the wind could mean a change in direction. Through trial and error, he learned to trust his instincts, often finding humor in his early mistakes. The journey was filled with gentle challenges, and each day brought a new opportunity to grow. In the end, the sailor's experiences highlight the importance of patience and adaptability, as well as the joy found in learning from the sea. Immersed in the sounds of water, the whisper of the wind, and the shimmering reflections of light, one begins to realize that this journey is more than just a passage through nature. It becomes a lesson in patience, teaching us to slow down and appreciate each moment. The subtle art of observation reveals details that might otherwise go unnoticed, encouraging a deeper connection with our surroundings. Through this experience, we learn to harmonize with the rhythms of the natural world, fostering a sense of tranquility and mindfulness. Ultimately, the journey transforms into an opportunity for personal growth and a renewed appreciation for the beauty of nature. The journey across the sea is a harmonious blend of knowledge, intuition, and relaxation. Each element plays a vital role, guiding us safely while allowing moments of reflection and calm. The vastness of the ocean encourages us to trust our instincts, apply our understanding, and embrace tranquility. Every moment spent on the water becomes meaningful, shaped by the gentle rhythm of the waves and the serenity of open horizons. In this peaceful environment, we find clarity and a renewed appreciation for the beauty around us. The sea offers not just adventure, but also a profound sense of peace that lingers long after the voyage ends. Gliding alongside the edge of the boat, you are greeted by the refreshing touch of cool water and the gentle caress of a morning breeze. The soft light of dawn shimmers across the surface of the sea, creating a tranquil atmosphere that soothes the senses. In these peaceful moments, nature reveals its subtle beauty, inviting you to slow down and appreciate the world around you. This serene beginning sets the stage for a journey filled with delicate stories woven by the natural world. Each ripple, each ray of sunlight, hints at the wonders waiting to be discovered as the day unfolds. Ancient Malay sailors developed remarkable techniques for navigating the seas. By carefully listening to the sound of water striking the sides of their boats, they could discern the direction of currents and even locate nearby islands. Each rhythm and tone produced by the waves carried distinct information, allowing experienced sailors to interpret subtle environmental cues. This method required acute auditory sensitivity and years of practice. It is astonishing to realize that every beat against the hull was not random, but a coded message from the ocean itself. Such skills highlight the deep connection between these sailors and their maritime environment. The old sailor describes the sea as a living symphony, where every current, every island, and every gust of wind carries its own unique melody. He explains that the waves sing in rhythms shaped by distant storms and shifting tides, while the wind whistles ancient tunes across the open water. Islands interrupt the flow, creating harmonies and echoes that blend with the calls of seabirds. Immersed in these sounds, one feels connected to a timeless world, as if nature itself is performing an endless concert. The sailor suggests that by truly listening, we can sense the stories and secrets woven into the ocean's music, experiencing a profound unity with the natural world. Historians have long debated the practical application of water sound listening techniques in ancient times. Some emphasize the role of intuition and accumulated experience, suggesting that practitioners relied on a deep, almost instinctive connection with their environment. Others point to the subtle physical cues, such as changes in pitch, rhythm, and resonance, that skilled listeners could interpret to glean information about water sources. This interplay between sensory perception and empirical observation highlights the sophisticated understanding early societies had of their natural surroundings. Many scholars agree that such practices reflect a harmonious relationship with nature, where human senses and environmental awareness worked in concert. The ongoing discussion underscores both the ingenuity and adaptability of ancient peoples in responding to the challenges of their landscapes. Observing the art of sail adjustment by sailors reveals a world where every small maneuver plays a crucial role. Each precise movement contributes to the smooth and efficient motion of the vessel, conserving energy while harnessing the wind's power. The sailors' coordinated actions demonstrate a harmonious relationship between human skill and the forces of the sea. Through their expertise, the sails become extensions of their intent, responding delicately to changing conditions. This synergy not only propels the boat forward, but also highlights the elegance and discipline required in maritime navigation. The young sailor shares his story of navigating the open sea, relying not only on instruments, but also on the subtle sounds around him. When the currents shift, he listens carefully to the rhythm of the waves and the wind, allowing these natural cues to guide his course. This approach reflects a slower, more mindful way of living, where patience and observation are key. Through experience, he has learned that trusting his senses can be just as important as following charts or maps. The wisdom gained from these moments at sea demonstrates the value of being present and attentive. It is a reminder that sometimes slowing down and tuning into our environment leads to deeper understanding and safer journeys. Sailors rely on a subtle network of natural signals to navigate the open sea. They interpret the direction and strength of the wind, the rhythm of the waves, and the nuances of sound and light. Each of these elements provides valuable information, guiding their course with precision. By attuning themselves to these cues, sailors move gracefully across vast waters, maintaining a sense of calm and ease. This harmonious connection with nature allows them to travel confidently, even in the absence of modern instruments. Learning to predict the direction by observing the flow and subtle signs on the water is like approaching a new language spoken by the sea, the wind, and time itself. Each ripple and change in the surface offers clues about what lies ahead. By attuning your senses to these natural signals, you begin to understand the rhythms of the environment. This process not only enhances your awareness, but also allows you to immerse yourself in nature. As you relax and connect with your surroundings, you discover a deeper sense of harmony and tranquility. As the journey comes to an end, a sense of tranquility settles in. It becomes clear that history and knowledge are often discovered through attentive listening, careful observation, and genuine feeling. Every small detail encountered along the way contributes to the overall harmony and poetic beauty of the experience. These moments remind us that understanding is not always found in grand events, but in the subtle connections woven throughout our travels. The gentle conclusion of this adventure leaves a lasting impression, encouraging us to appreciate the richness found in both the seen and unseen aspects of our path.
As the day draws to a close on the boat, gentle waves create a soothing rhythm beneath your feet. The soft glow of the evening light bathes the surroundings in a tranquil hue, blending seamlessly with the fresh, salty air of the sea. In this serene atmosphere, every breath feels lighter and every sound more peaceful. The gentle motion of the water and the harmonious blend of light and air invite a sense of relaxation. Here, time seems to slow down, allowing you to fully embrace the calm and quiet of the moment. It is a space where worries drift away, replaced by the simple pleasure of being present in nature's embrace. Ancient Malay sailors possessed remarkable skills in reading the environment to navigate the seas. They would carefully observe the rhythm of the waves, using subtle changes to determine their course. The direction and strength of the wind played a crucial role in how they adjusted their sails. Even the movement of shadows cast by clouds and faint vibrations on the water's surface provided important clues. By interpreting these delicate signs, the sailors could make precise decisions, ensuring their journeys were both safe and efficient. Their deep connection with nature allowed them to travel vast distances without the aid of modern instruments. Historians have long debated the accuracy of ancient navigation methods. Some argue that experience and intuition played a crucial role, allowing early navigators to read subtle signs in their environment. Others emphasize the importance of keen observation of natural phenomena, such as the stars, ocean currents, and wind patterns. While written records are scarce, evidence suggests that these navigators developed sophisticated techniques through generations of trial and error. The interplay between learned knowledge and instinct created a unique approach to seafaring. This blend of skills enabled ancient mariners to undertake remarkable journeys, even without modern instruments. Every small detail, from the gentle sway of palm leaves to the Southern Cross shining above, plays a crucial role in the journey. Sunlight glimmers across the water, creating shifting patterns that guide the way. The interplay of these elements forms a vibrant symphony, each part contributing to the navigation between islands. For sailors, reading these natural signs is essential, allowing them to move confidently across vast stretches of ocean. Together, they transform the environment into a living map, rich with subtle cues and guidance. The boatman points out subtle changes in the current, revealing how these signs indicate the proximity of an island. Through his guidance, you begin to understand the delicate language of the sea, the patterns of the waves, the direction of the wind, and the rhythm of time all become clues that help you navigate. Each observation deepens your connection to the natural world, teaching you to read its signals with increasing sensitivity. This knowledge, passed down through generations, transforms your journey into an experience of discovery and respect for the ocean's wisdom. A young sailor shares his experience in adjusting the sails and skillfully avoiding shallow areas. By closely observing the movement of the waves, the direction of the wind, and the play of light on the water, he learns to navigate safely. Each moment on deck becomes an opportunity to gain practical knowledge while enjoying the gentle rhythm of the sea. The combination of learning and relaxation creates a unique atmosphere where every challenge is met with curiosity and calm. Through these observations, the sailor gradually builds confidence and a deeper connection to the ocean. The gentle harmony of water sounds, the whisper of the wind, and the soft glow of light blend together to create a slow, soothing symphony. This calming atmosphere invites you to relax, allowing every muscle to unwind. As you listen, a sense of absolute tranquility washes over you, quieting your thoughts and easing away tension. Each element works in concert, fostering a peaceful environment where you can truly let go and embrace serenity. As the journey comes to an end, a sense of lightness and deep relaxation settles in. Every moment and subtle sensation now feels precious, each leaving a gentle imprint on the soul. The experience lingers softly, inviting a calm appreciation for the present. In this peaceful state, even the smallest details gain new meaning, enriching the memory of the path travelled. The heart carries forward a quiet contentment, shaped by the delicate beauty of each instant. Imagine sitting at the bow of a traditional Malay boat, surrounded by sailors as the vessel glides quietly across the water in the early morning light. Here you are introduced to unique palm leaf maps, ingenious yet simple tools crafted to read the wind and remember sea routes. Each incision and fold on the leaf holds valuable knowledge, from weather patterns to the locations of distant islands, and even the memories of past journeys. These maps are more than navigational aids. They serve as storybooks, preserving the experiences and wisdom of generations. Through them, sailors pass down a delicate and poetic cultural heritage, connecting people to nature and the history of the seas over thousands of years.
Strolling along the deck of the boat, a sense of tranquility washes over you. The gentle warmth of the sun envelops your skin, while soft rays shimmer across the surface of the water. With each subtle vibration from the waves, the atmosphere becomes more intimate and soothing. The rhythmic motion beneath your feet creates a delicate connection to the natural world. Surrounded by this peaceful setting, you feel both relaxed and present, embraced by the softness of the moment. The Malay sailors move with remarkable grace as they adjust the sails, their actions fluid and effortless. Each gesture seems to follow a unique rhythm, reminiscent of an ancient dance performed in harmony with nature. Their hands work swiftly yet gently, revealing years of practiced skill. The sails respond to their touch, billowing and shifting with the wind. This seamless coordination between sailor and sea creates a mesmerizing scene, where tradition and environment blend into one. Observing them, it becomes clear that sailing is not just a task, but an art passed down through generations. Ancient seafaring skills involved more than just navigation by stars or landmarks. Experienced sailors learned to observe subtle changes in the water's surface, identifying hidden bands where currents shifted unexpectedly. These faint differences often signaled the presence of distant islands or concealed sandbanks, long before they became visible. By reading these clues, navigators could anticipate landfall or avoid dangerous shallows. Such techniques required patience, keen observation, and a deep understanding of the ocean's behavior. Mastery of these skills was essential for safe and successful voyages across vast open waters. The old sailor, with a twinkle in his eye, shares his clever advice on distinguishing different water currents. He jokes that the sea is like a patchwork quilt, each strip with its own color and temperament. By watching the way sunlight dances across the surface, or noticing how the waves change their rhythm, one can learn the subtle language of the ocean. His humor is gentle, making the art of observation feel both accessible and enjoyable. Through his wisdom, the sailor reminds us that understanding the sea is not just about knowledge, but also about curiosity and a light-hearted spirit. Historians have long debated the most effective methods for interpreting the concept of reading water. Some emphasize the importance of experience, arguing that repeated observation and practice lead to a deeper understanding. Others highlight intuition and the subtle sensitivity of the senses, suggesting that an instinctive approach can reveal nuances that structured analysis might miss. There are also those who advocate for a personal touch, combining learning with relaxation to foster a more natural and enjoyable engagement with the subject. This blend of approaches reflects the diversity of perspectives within the field, illustrating that both analytical skills and personal experience play vital roles in mastering the art of reading water. Imagine the sensation of touching the surface of the water, where each ripple tells a silent story. As your fingers glide across, you become aware of the subtle movement and gentle rhythm beneath. The sounds of waves, wind, and birds blend together, creating a soft, harmonious melody. Immersed in this tranquil environment, you feel a deep connection to nature. The interplay of light and sound invites you to pause and appreciate the delicate beauty surrounding you. In these moments, the water becomes more than just a physical element. It transforms into an experience that soothes and inspires. The boatman points out subtle signs in the water, indicating that the island is near. Through his guidance, you begin to learn the unique language spoken by the water, the wind, and the passage of time. Each ripple and breeze carries meaning, teaching you to pay attention to the world in new ways. There is a hint of irony in his words as he gently mocks the tendency to overlook these natural cues during a journey. This moment becomes a lesson not only in navigation, but also in mindfulness and observation. The environment itself becomes a silent teacher, revealing secrets to those who listen closely. A young sailor once shared a humorous story about narrowly avoiding running aground. As he navigated unfamiliar waters, he noticed subtle differences in the color and movement of the water's surface. By paying close attention to these telltale signs, he steered clear of hidden sandbanks. The experience was both nerve-wracking and enlightening. Through this ordeal, the sailor realized that the practical knowledge gained from real-life situations often leaves a deeper impression than lessons learned in theory. His story highlights how, over time, experience becomes a valuable teacher, shaping confidence and skill in unexpected ways. As the journey unfolds, a gentle rhythm emerges, shaped by the interplay of waves, sails, and wind. The scent of the sea lingers in the air, adding another layer to this sensory experience. Each element blends seamlessly, creating a unique symphony that captivates those on board. The slow pace invites reflection and a deeper connection with the surrounding nature. It is a moment where time seems to stretch, allowing travelers to fully immerse themselves in the tranquil atmosphere. The harmony of movement and sound offers a rare opportunity to appreciate the beauty of the ocean in its purest form. As we gaze toward the horizon, it becomes clear that a journey is more than just movement from one place to another. It is an immersive experience that engages our senses, stimulates our imagination, and tests our patience. Each step we take blends reality with moments of daydream, creating a tapestry of memories and emotions. The path ahead is shaped not only by the physical distance we cover, but also by the thoughts and feelings that accompany us. In this way, the journey transforms into a unique adventure, where the boundaries between what is real and what is imagined often blur. As the journey draws to a close, a profound sense of relaxation settles in. Each subtle detail becomes more meaningful, inviting a deeper appreciation for the present moment. The gentle rhythm of the waves and the vastness of the ocean inspire a quiet tranquility. Surrounded by the soothing embrace of the sea, every instant feels precious and serene. This peaceful atmosphere encourages reflection and gratitude, allowing you to savor the unique beauty of life on the open water.
In the early morning, the tranquil atmosphere aboard the boat is truly captivating. Gentle waves lap against the hull, creating a soothing rhythm that blends seamlessly with the soft glow of dawn. The air carries the unmistakable scent of the open sea, fresh and invigorating. This unique combination of sounds, light, and aromas evokes a sense of both familiarity and novelty. It is a peaceful moment, where the boundaries between routine and discovery seem to blur. Surrounded by nature's embrace, one feels both at home and on the verge of a new adventure. Ancient Malay sailors developed remarkable navigation techniques by closely observing their natural surroundings. One of their unique methods involved studying the shadows of clouds cast upon the surface of the water. By analysing how the waves behaved beneath these cloud shadows, they could determine the direction and flow of currents. The subtle differences in the movement of waves under the shade compared to those in direct sunlight provided valuable clues. This keen observation allowed them to chart their course with impressive accuracy, even in vast and open seas. The discovery of these nuanced wave patterns was both surprising and enlightening, showcasing the sailors' deep connection with their environment. Historians have long debated the accuracy of using cloud shadows as a method for observing and interpreting the sea. Some approach the topic from a scientific perspective, questioning the reliability and consistency of such observations. Others emphasize the artistic dimension, viewing the practice as an expressive and intuitive way to connect with nature. Despite these differing viewpoints, many agree that learning to read the sea is not just a technical skill, but also a refined and relaxing journey. This experience invites individuals to slow down, observe subtle changes, and appreciate the delicate interplay between sky and water. Ultimately, the process blends knowledge and sensitivity, offering both insight and tranquility. Every small detail on the sea holds its own unique value. The gentle sway of palm leaves, the guiding presence of the Southern Cross, and the rhythmic sounds of water all contribute to a rich tapestry of natural information. In ancient times, sailors relied on these subtle cues to navigate vast ocean distances. Without the aid of a compass, they interpreted patterns in the stars, the movement of waves, and even the calls of seabirds to find their way between islands. This deep connection to nature's signals enabled them to travel safely and confidently. Each element, no matter how small, played a crucial role in their journey across the open water. The boatman points out subtle signs in the current that indicate the island is near. Through his explanations, you begin to understand the delicate language of the sea, the wind, and the passage of time. Each lesson reveals how nature communicates in ways that are often overlooked. The boatman's gentle humour and relaxed approach make the learning process enjoyable, easing any tension you might feel. As you listen, you realise that reading the water is as much about intuition as it is about observation. The experience becomes a blend of practical knowledge and light-hearted moments, deepening your connection with the environment. A young sailor shares his experience of adjusting sails by observing natural signs. He pays close attention to subtle changes in wind direction, the movement of clouds, and the colour of the sea, using these cues to guide his decisions. Through practice, he learns that sensitivity and intuition are just as important as technical skill. The journey becomes a blend of learning and relaxation, where every moment on the water offers a new lesson. This approach allows him to respond calmly and effectively to the ever-changing conditions at sea. Over time, he discovers that being attuned to nature not only improves his sailing, but also deepens his appreciation for the ocean's rhythms. Immersing oneself in the sounds, lights, and rhythms of the sea brings a profound sense of tranquility. This journey reveals itself as a harmonious blend of knowledge, intuition, and relaxation. Each moment by the shore leaves a lasting impression, echoing deep within the mind. The experience becomes more than just a visit. It transforms into a meaningful memory, shaped by the perfect balance of learning and serenity. As the waves continue their endless dance, the essence of the journey remains, inspiring reflection and inner peace.
As you stroll along the side of the boat, a sense of tranquility washes over you. Each gentle vibration from the waves beneath creates a soothing rhythm, connecting you to the heart of the sea. The warm golden light bathes everything in a soft glow, enhancing the peaceful atmosphere. The scent of the ocean mingles with the breeze, adding a refreshing touch to the air. Together, these sensations blend seamlessly, crafting a unique ambiance that makes the journey truly memorable. Ancient Malay sailors possessed remarkable skills in navigating the open sea. By closely observing the color of the water, they could anticipate the presence of sandbanks and nearby islands. The direction of the wind and the movement of cloud shadows also provided subtle clues about the landscape hidden beneath the waves. These techniques reveal a profound ability to read the ocean, relying on small signs that most would overlook. Such knowledge was passed down through generations, forming an essential part of their maritime tradition. The sailors' keen awareness and intuition allowed them to travel vast distances safely, guided by nature's subtle signals. Historians have long debated the accuracy of this method, weighing its strengths and limitations. Some emphasize the value of seasoned experience and keen intuition, arguing that these qualities enable practitioners to make informed judgments even in the absence of strict rules. Others contend that the approach is more an art than a science, highlighting its reliance on subjective interpretation rather than objective measurement. This perspective suggests that outcomes may vary depending on the individual, making consistency difficult to achieve. The ongoing discussion reflects broader questions about the nature of historical analysis and the balance between empirical evidence and personal insight. Ultimately, the debate underscores the complexity of evaluating historical methods and the diverse viewpoints within the field. Learning to read the sea, the wind, and the waves is more than just a skill. It is a lesson in patience and careful observation. Each ripple and gust becomes a subtle clue, inviting us to slow down and truly notice the world around us. By attuning ourselves to these natural signs, we begin to appreciate the beauty in small details, much like deciphering ancient letters in a timeless story. This mindful approach encourages us to savor each moment, fostering a deeper connection with nature and ourselves. Through this practice, we discover that wisdom often lies in quiet attentiveness and gentle curiosity. Navigating the vast expanse of remote islands has long relied on nature's subtle cues. Sailors learn to interpret the vibrant information offered by palm leaves, the Southern Cross constellation, shimmering water patterns, and the rhythmic sound of waves. These natural signs formed a living system of guidance, allowing seafarers to travel confidently without the aid of compasses or maps. The interplay between the environment and human observation created a unique navigational tradition. Through careful attention to these details, sailors could chart their course and connect distant islands. This method showcases the remarkable harmony between people and nature in the art of navigation. The boatman points out the subtle changes in the water's flow, explaining that these differences signal the proximity of the island. As you listen, you begin to notice the gentle cues that mark the boundary between open sea and land. It feels as if you are learning a new language, one spoken by the ocean and shaped by the passage of time. Each ripple and current carries meaning, revealing secrets that only experience can unlock. Gradually, you become attuned to the rhythm of the waves, sensing the island's presence before it comes into view. This quiet understanding connects you more deeply to the world around you. A young sailor recalls his previous journey, where every moment on the water became a lesson in attentiveness. He describes how subtle adjustments to the sails, guided by a keen sense of wind and rhythm, made all the difference in the boat's movement. The experience was not just about technical skill, it was about tuning into the natural flow and finding harmony between effort and relaxation. As he learned to read the breeze and respond with gentle precision, the voyage transformed into a blend of discovery and calm. Each day brought new insights, yet there was always space to enjoy the peaceful surroundings. For him, sailing became a unique balance of learning and unwinding, shaped by the art of observation and thoughtful action. The gentle symphony of water, wind, and light creates a soothing melody that envelops the surroundings. This harmonious blend underscores the importance of patience, encouraging us to slow down and truly observe the world around us. By immersing ourselves in nature, we learn to appreciate its subtle rhythms and quiet lessons. The journey becomes more than just movement. It transforms into an experience of connection and mindfulness. Through attentive observation and calm presence, we discover how nature teaches resilience and harmony. As the journey comes to an end, a gentle sense of relaxation settles in. The experience reveals itself as a harmonious blend of knowledge, intuition, and tranquility. Each moment leaves a lasting impression, etched deeply into memory. The peaceful atmosphere lingers, reminding us that true fulfillment often arises from the balance between learning and inner calm. This unique combination ensures the trip remains unforgettable, resonating long after it is over.
Sitting quietly on the side of the boat, a sense of peace gently washes over you. The fresh scent of the sea blends with the subtle aroma of palm leaves, while the morning light sparkles across the water's surface. Each small detail adds to the tranquility, the rhythmic sound of waves, wisps of clouds drifting overhead, and seabirds calling in the distance. Together, these elements create a gentle symphony of nature, inviting you to relax and become part of the serene landscape. The world feels calm and harmonious, as if time itself slows down in this peaceful moment. Ancient Malay sailors developed a unique method for navigating the open sea. They believed that the taste of the ocean air could help them estimate their distance from distant islands. According to their tradition, different winds carried distinct flavors, some salty, others slightly sweet. By carefully tasting the air, sailors tried to discern subtle changes, interpreting these as signs of nearby land. This practice combined keen observation with deep respect for the natural world. Modern experiments attempting to sense these flavors offer a glimpse into the resourcefulness and intuition of these early navigators. Historians have long debated the accuracy of the smelling the sea method used by sailors to predict weather or navigate. Some argue that this technique is rooted in practical experience developed through countless voyages and close observation of the ocean's subtle cues. Others suggest that it reflects a finely honed sensory skill, passed down and refined over generations of seafarers. While scientific evidence for the method's reliability remains limited, many accounts highlight how seasoned sailors could detect changes in wind, salt, and even the scent of distant land. This ongoing discussion illustrates the complex interplay between empirical knowledge and inherited tradition in maritime history. Navigators at sea rely on a sophisticated system that harmoniously blends multiple sensory cues. By reading the wind, observing the movement of waves, tracking the flight patterns of birds, and sensing the subtle fragrances carried by the ocean air, they create a dynamic map of their surroundings. This process requires a seamless coordination between sight, hearing, smell, and intuition. Unlike mechanical instruments such as compasses or GPS devices, this living map is constantly evolving, shaped by the environment itself. The integration of these elements forms a navigation method that is both complex and deeply attuned to nature, allowing for a richer and more responsive understanding of the sea. As the flock of seabirds glides gracefully toward the east, the old sailor offers a simple yet profound piece of advice. Let the birds show you the way. This gentle wisdom invites us to observe nature closely and trust its guidance, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Becoming a reader of birds is more than just following their flight. It's about embracing curiosity and learning to interpret the subtle signs around us. The story carries a light-hearted charm, reminding us not to take ourselves too seriously. There's a quiet humor in relying on birds for navigation, yet it's precisely this playful approach that makes the journey memorable. Through these moments, we discover that sometimes the best guidance comes from the most unexpected sources. Imagine journeys where the wind and waves shift without warning, challenging sailors to adapt quickly. In these unpredictable moments, mariners rely on the subtle flavors carried by the breeze to guide their way and avoid losing direction. The taste of the wind, sometimes salty, sometimes tinged with a hint of sweetness, becomes a practical tool for navigation. This unique method transforms the experience of sailing into something almost magical, blending reality with the wonder of a fairy tale. Sensing the changing flavors in the air, sailors connect deeply with the sea, reading its stories through every gust. As your hand grazes the cool surface of the water, a refreshing sensation spreads through your skin. The words of the young sailor echo in your mind, reminding you of the first winds of the season and their gentle guidance. At first, curiosity leads your thoughts, eager to discover what lies ahead. Gradually, this curiosity gives way to a sense of calm, as you allow yourself to be carried by the breeze. The wind becomes a silent companion, steering you along your journey, and you find comfort in its subtle presence. This moment marks a shift from anticipation to relaxation, embracing the tranquility that comes with letting go. Observe how the sailors skillfully adjust the sails, making the most of every gust of wind and each rolling wave. Every movement on the boat unfolds like a slow, deliberate dance, reflecting a deep harmony between humans and nature. The coordination required is subtle yet precise, as each action contributes to the smooth journey across the water. This delicate balance highlights the sailors' experience and their intimate understanding of the sea's rhythms. Through these actions, the connection between people and the natural world becomes vividly apparent. There was once a group of sailors who found themselves lost at sea, all because they forgot to pay attention to the early seasonal winds. Their humorous misadventure became a favorite tale among seafarers, reminding everyone of the importance of simple observations. Despite their confusion, the sailors managed to find their way back, guided by laughter and camaraderie. Stories like these, shared on quiet nights aboard a gently rocking ship, bring a sense of peace and lightness to life at sea. Through such simple moments, the vast ocean feels less daunting, and a gentle tranquility settles over those who listen. As the journey comes to an end, valuable lessons in patience, observation, and tranquility emerge. The significance of small details becomes clear, each one contributing to the greater experience of crossing the sea. Immersed in the quiet surroundings, there is a profound sense of connection to both history and nature. This harmonious blend offers a deeper appreciation for the subtle moments often overlooked. The voyage reminds us that true understanding often lies in stillness and attentive observation.
Setting out on a journey across the sea brings a sense of anticipation and wonder. As the boat gradually moves away from the shore, the familiar sights and sounds of land fade into the distance. The gentle, rhythmic motion of the waves creates a soothing sensation, while the salty air fills the lungs with its distinctive freshness. Each breath carries the unmistakable scent of the ocean, evoking feelings of freedom and adventure. The vast expanse of water stretches endlessly, inviting curiosity about what lies beyond the horizon. This unique atmosphere marks the beginning of an unforgettable voyage, shaped by the harmony of nature and the open sea. Sailors have long relied on a unique blend of intuition and experience to navigate their vessels. Instead of depending on formulas or compasses, they skillfully coordinate the use of sails and oars. By observing the wind, waves, and subtle changes in the environment, they make quick decisions to adjust their course. The rhythm between the crew and the boat becomes second nature, allowing them to respond fluidly to shifting conditions. This approach highlights the deep connection between sailors and the sea, where knowledge is passed down through practice rather than written rules. Their expertise ensures the boat moves efficiently, even in unpredictable waters. Imagine the gentle sound of water lapping against the side of a boat, a subtle rhythm that has guided sailors for centuries. This unique ability to sense the current through sound is a skill passed down from one generation of seafarers to the next. Experienced sailors listen closely, interpreting the nuances in each splash and ripple to understand the river's flow. These auditory cues help them navigate safely, even in challenging conditions. Over time, these secrets have become part of a rich tradition shared quietly among those who make their lives on the water. The knowledge is not written in books, but carried in stories and practiced hands, ensuring that each new sailor learns to trust their ears as much as their eyes. Historians have long debated the accuracy of traditional methods used to interpret ocean currents. These approaches often rely on subtle cues, such as the scent of the sea, the color of the water, and the temperature of the air. Some experts argue that these sensory signals, passed down through generations, provide valuable insights that modern instruments sometimes overlook. Others contend that such techniques are prone to human error and lack scientific rigor. The discussion highlights the complexity of understanding natural phenomena, where both intuition and technology play important roles. Ultimately, the debate underscores the enduring fascination with how people have read and navigated the ocean throughout history. Observe the sailors' technique as they tie ropes and adjust the sails, each movement deliberate and refined. The precision in their actions is matched only by the fluidity with which they navigate the rigging. Under the soft glow of the morning light, every gesture appears choreographed, reminiscent of a ballet performed on the open sea. The interplay of skill and grace transforms routine tasks into an elegant display. It is in these moments that the harmony between human and vessel becomes truly apparent. Seabirds have long served as natural indicators for sailors navigating vast oceans. Their presence and flight patterns often signal the proximity of land, offering valuable clues about how far the shore might be. Observing these birds not only aids in orientation, but also deepens the connection between humans and the natural world. Each journey at sea becomes a shared experience where the rhythms of wildlife and the instincts of sailors intertwine. This relationship highlights the enduring bond between people and nature, reminding us of our reliance on the environment for guidance and survival. Through the watchful eyes of seabirds, mariners find both direction and a sense of companionship on their voyages. Connecting with the palm leaf symbolizes an intimate relationship with nature, where every detail carries meaning. Recording natural signals, such as the direction of the wind or the shape of the waves, becomes essential for understanding the environment. On the vast sea, even the smallest signs can guide a sailor's decisions and ensure safety. These observations teach us to value subtle changes and respect the wisdom found in nature's patterns. By paying close attention to each detail, we learn to navigate not only the ocean, but also the challenges of life itself. Embarking on long journeys at sea means surrendering to the rhythm of the wind and the currents. Each day unfolds according to nature's schedule, not our own. The gentle sway of the waves and the ever-changing breeze shape every moment, reminding us of the ocean's power and unpredictability. In these conditions, every breath feels precious, carrying the scent of salt and freedom. The vastness of the water invites reflection and a deeper appreciation for the simple act of being present. Life aboard is measured not by clocks, but by the pulse of the sea itself. Touching the waves brings a unique sensation, a blend of coolness and movement that connects us directly to nature. The sea and the wind have been teachers for generations, offering lessons in patience, resilience, and adaptability. Over time, observing the rhythms of the ocean and the shifting patterns of the breeze can inspire reflection and personal growth. These elements remind us of the importance of flexibility and the value of learning from our surroundings. The experience encourages us to embrace change and to find wisdom in the natural world. In a tranquil moment on the water, the boat guide reflects on the subtle art of sensing the wind. He describes how every gentle breeze is carefully observed, allowing the crew to adjust their movements in perfect harmony. This attentiveness creates a peaceful atmosphere, where everyone on board feels connected and synchronized. The guide emphasizes that true mastery lies not only in skill, but in the ability to listen to nature and each other. As the boat glides smoothly, a sense of unity and calmness envelops everyone, making the journey as meaningful as the destination. As the journey comes to an end, a sense of relaxation settles in. The rhythm of the monsoon winds and the ocean emerges, blending together like a gentle soundtrack for the imagination. These natural melodies invite a deeper level of listening, encouraging reflection and tranquility. The experience reveals how the environment can inspire creativity and mindfulness. In this peaceful moment, the harmony between nature and thought becomes clear, leaving a lasting impression of calm and wonder.
As dawn approaches, the vast expanse of the sea lies calm and silent, bathed in the gentle hues of early morning light. The horizon gradually brightens, casting a soft glow that hints at the promise of a new day. On deck, the crew senses the subtle transformation, each member quietly preparing for what lies ahead. The air is filled with a quiet anticipation, as the familiar routines of the night give way to the possibilities of the coming hours. In this tranquil moment, the ocean seems to hold its breath, marking the delicate transition from darkness to light. Sailors have long relied on their acute senses to detect the earliest hints of the monsoon's arrival. By attuning themselves to the subtle shifts in the wind's sound and the way it brushes against their skin, they can anticipate dramatic changes in weather. These observations are not merely practical. They hold deep cultural meaning, passed down through generations as part of maritime tradition. The ability to interpret the wind's nuances is often seen as a mark of experience and wisdom among seafarers. Such knowledge has shaped rituals, stories, and even the timing of voyages, underscoring the profound connection between sailors and the natural world. In many coastal communities, these skills are celebrated as vital to survival and prosperity.
The northeast and southwest monsoon winds each bring their own unique character to life at sea. The northeast monsoon is often steady and cool, creating a sense of calm and predictability during the voyage. Sailors find their routines shaped by its gentle breezes and clear skies, fostering an atmosphere of quiet focus and reflection. In contrast, the southwest monsoon arrives with forceful gusts and heavy rains, energizing the crew and infusing the journey with excitement and urgency. The mood on board shifts dramatically as everyone adapts to the swift changes and heightened activity. These alternating winds not only dictate the pace and direction of travel, but also influence the daily rhythm and emotional landscape of those who rely on them.
Ancient Malay sailors possessed an extraordinary ability to interpret the wind, relying not on instruments, but on their senses and keen observation. They could feel subtle changes in the wind's touch against their skin and discern its moisture, clues that hinted at approaching weather or shifting currents. By watching the movement and patterns of waves, these sailors gained insights into the wind's direction and strength. This intuitive understanding was honed over generations, allowing them to navigate vast and unpredictable seas with remarkable confidence. Their methods reflected a profound connection with the natural world, blending experience, tradition, and instinct into a seamless practice of maritime navigation. Throughout history, sailors faced the formidable challenge of predicting monsoon changes as they navigated vast and unpredictable seas. Their methods combined keen observation of the skies, careful attention to the feel of shifting winds, and the subtle cues provided by the ocean's currents. These mariners often relied on tactile sensations, such as the humidity in the air or the texture of the breeze against their skin, to anticipate seasonal transitions. In addition, inherited intuition, passed down through generations, played a crucial role in their decision-making. Debates among historians continue about the relative importance of each technique, with some emphasizing empirical observation and others highlighting the value of instinct and tradition. Ultimately, it was this blend of skills and knowledge that enabled sailors to adapt to the ever-changing patterns of the monsoon, ensuring their survival and success on the open water. The monsoon does not arrive all at once. Instead, it unfolds in distinct layers. Initially, gentle breezes signal the approach of the season, offering subtle changes in the air and sky. As days pass, these preliminary winds gradually intensify, building up to the full force of the monsoon's arrival. Recognizing each stage is crucial, especially for those whose journeys depend on the weather. Mariners, farmers, and travelers alike rely on these signs to prepare and adapt, ensuring their safety as conditions shift. Understanding the progression of the monsoon allows for informed decisions and safer passage through its powerful cycles. Veteran sailors often recount stories of the perils that arise from misreading the wind, especially during the unpredictable monsoon season. A sudden shift can catch even the most experienced crew off guard, leading to dangerous situations or costly detours. These sailors rely on more than just instruments. They pay close attention to subtle sensory cues: the smell of rain on the horizon, the heaviness in the air, and the texture of the wind against their skin, all signal changes in the monsoon's phases. Each phase carries its own distinct feel, and learning to interpret these signs is crucial for safe navigation. Over time, these sensory observations become second nature, guiding decisions and helping sailors avoid the mistakes that come from relying solely on technology. As the monsoon settles in, the crew makes their final adjustments to the ship, each movement guided by the shifting temperament of the wind. The sails are trimmed and ropes secured, all in seamless coordination. There is a quiet understanding among the crew, a shared intuition that comes from years spent at sea. The wind, unpredictable yet familiar, becomes both challenge and companion. In these moments, the boundaries between people, wind, and sea seem to blur. The narrator observes how this profound connection shapes not only the journey, but the very spirit of those who venture onto the water. It is a dance of adaptation and respect, where harmony with nature is essential for survival and meaning.
As you walk along the side of the boat, the gentle rhythm of the waves becomes a soothing companion. The sunlight dances across the water, casting shimmering patterns that blend seamlessly with the fresh, salty air. Each breath fills you with a sense of calm, as the vastness of the sea stretches out before you. The tranquil atmosphere invites you to relax, letting go of worries and simply enjoying the moment. Surrounded by the soft sounds of the ocean and the gentle sway of the vessel, you find yourself immersed in a peaceful and serene environment. Ancient Malay sailors relied on their keen observation of nature to predict the weather. By studying the shapes and movements of clouds, they could anticipate changes in wind and the arrival of storms. The direction and strength of the breeze, as well as the rhythm of the waves, offered further clues about what lay ahead. Among these sailors, there was a humorous tale that the clouds would whisper secrets to the wind, which in turn shared them with the waves. This playful story reflected their deep connection with the natural world, where every element seemed to communicate and collaborate. Through experience and tradition, these mariners learned to read these signs, ensuring safer journeys across unpredictable seas. Historians have long debated the accuracy of traditional forecasting methods. These approaches often rely on a blend of experience, intuition, and the art of careful observation. Some scholars argue that such methods, while lacking scientific rigor, can yield surprisingly reliable results when practiced by seasoned experts. Others point out that the subjective nature of intuition and personal judgment may introduce bias or error. Despite these differing viewpoints, there is consensus that traditional forecasting reflects a deep understanding of environmental patterns and local knowledge. The interplay between learned experience and instinct remains central to these age-old techniques. Each subtle movement of the waves and every glimmer on the water's surface carries its own meaning. By observing these details closely, we begin to uncover the hidden stories that the sea has been telling for centuries. The gentle rise and fall of the tide, the patterns formed by ripples, and the shifting shades of blue all speak of nature's enduring rhythms. Through careful observation, we learn to appreciate the quiet language of the ocean, much like reading an ancient tale written by the waves themselves. This mindful attention reveals the beauty and wisdom that lie within even the smallest details of the sea. The boatman describes how to adjust the sails by observing the subtle signs in the currents and waves. He compares this process to learning a new language, one spoken by the sea and shaped by time. Each ripple and shift in the water offers clues, guiding the sailor to respond with precision. Over time, these patterns become familiar, allowing the boatman to anticipate changes and navigate smoothly. Mastering this skill requires patience and attentiveness, as the sea's language is ever-changing and complex. A young sailor recounts his experience during a voyage when a sudden gentle breeze caught him by surprise. At first, he was puzzled by the unexpected shift in the wind, unsure of how to respond. Through careful observation and a willingness to learn, he gradually understood the patterns of the weather and the sea. His story highlights how paying close attention to small changes can make a big difference in navigating challenges. Along the way, he found humor in his mistakes, turning moments of confusion into opportunities for growth. This blend of attentiveness and light-heartedness became essential in his journey, reminding us that learning is often most effective when approached with curiosity and a sense of fun. Sailors once relied on the harmonious blend of sound, light, and natural elements to navigate the open seas. These environmental cues formed a dynamic system of information, guiding them safely without the need for compasses or maps. The rhythm of waves, the position of stars, and the subtle changes in wind and weather all played crucial roles in their journey. By attuning themselves to these signals, sailors could determine direction and anticipate changes in their environment. This intuitive approach to navigation highlights the remarkable connection between humans and nature, showcasing an era when technology was shaped by observation and experience. As the journey comes to an end, there is a profound sense of being immersed in the vastness of the sea. Throughout this experience, learning to observe carefully and practicing patience have brought moments of tranquility. The gentle rhythm of the waves and the peaceful atmosphere offer a unique opportunity to reflect and unwind. Beyond the sights and sounds, the trip reveals its true spiritual value, reminding us of the importance of inner calm and mindfulness. This adventure leaves lasting impressions, enriching both mind and spirit. Before the first light of dawn touches the horizon, the shore of the Malay Peninsula lies wrapped in a gentle hush. The air is cool and still, broken only by the soft rhythm of waves caressing the sand. In this tranquil moment, the world feels suspended between night and day, inviting quiet reflection. It is here, along these timeless waters, that ancient sailors once prepared for their journeys. Guided by the subtle shifts of wind and the steady pulse of the sea, they forged a bond with nature that shaped their lives and legends. This serene beginning sets the stage for a story woven from the enduring relationship between people, wind, and ocean. Ancient Malay sailors developed a remarkable ability to read the subtle cues of the wind, transforming the shoreline into both their classroom and compass. By carefully observing the patterns of breezes and the shifting behavior of waves, they learned to anticipate changes in weather and navigate vast stretches of ocean. This deep connection with their environment was cultivated through patience and attentive observation, allowing them to interpret even the faintest whispers of the wind. Over generations, these skills became second nature, guiding their journeys and ensuring safe passage. The shoreline, with its ever-changing winds, offered endless lessons for those willing to watch and wait. In this way, the art of sailing was as much about understanding nature as it was about mastering the sea itself. The sailors begin their day with time-honored rituals, each movement practiced and precise. These routines are more than tradition. They help the crew attune themselves to the subtle rhythms of the sea. The leader stands apart, quietly observing the horizon and feeling the faintest shifts in wind and water. With remarkable intuition, he interprets these signs, guiding the crew without a word. The sailors respond instinctively, adjusting sails and positions in perfect harmony. Their coordination is almost invisible, a result of deep trust and shared experience. Together, they navigate the ever-changing environment, relying on skill and silent understanding. Growing up, I rarely paid attention to the wind beyond its obvious presence. It was simply something that rustled leaves or cooled a summer afternoon. But sailors see the wind differently. For them, each subtle shift carries meaning, a warning, an opportunity, or a change in course. Modern life often insulates us from these natural cues, relying instead on technology to interpret the world. Yet learning to read the wind's direction and intent has given me a deeper appreciation for nature's quiet signals. It's a skill born from observation and patience, connecting us to the rhythms that sailors have trusted for centuries. Experienced sailors develop a keen eye for the language of the sea. By observing the shape and movement of waves, they can detect the presence of distant storms or shifting winds long before instruments provide confirmation. Subtle ripples on the water's surface may signal underlying currents, while changes in wave direction can reveal the approach of land or obstacles beneath. The color and texture of the sea also offer clues, hinting at variations in depth or the presence of shoals. For sailors, reading these visual cues is essential, transforming the ever-changing ocean into a readable script that guides their journey safely and efficiently. As the sailors ready their boat, the air is alive with the sounds and scents of the sea. Rough hands coil ropes and check sails, each movement practiced and precise. The salty breeze carries the low murmur of voices where old proverbs are shared. Red sky at morning, sailors take warning, and when the gulls fly inland, a storm is near. These sayings, passed down through generations, hold more than poetry. They are distilled lessons from years spent reading the moods of wind and water. The creak of wood and the slap of waves against the hull become a familiar rhythm, grounding the crew in their shared experience. In these moments, tradition and practicality blend seamlessly, guiding every action as they prepare to face the open sea. Setting out to sea is a moment filled with quiet anticipation, where the boundaries between land and water begin to blur. The boat glides gently over the surface, responding to each subtle movement of the waves. There is a delicate conversation unfolding between vessel and ocean, a dance shaped by currents and breezes. As the wind brushes past and the water murmurs beneath, it becomes clear that both are storytellers in their own right. For those who listen closely, the wind carries tales of distant shores, while the ocean whispers secrets from its depths. Together, they invite us into a world of wonder, reminding us that every journey holds its own narrative waiting to be discovered. Standing at the bow of the boat, a sense of calm settles in. The gentle rhythm of the water beneath echoes centuries of exploration and quiet reflection. Here, history and intuition intertwine, guiding each journey with wisdom drawn from both past experience and present awareness. The vastness of the natural world stretches out, inviting a silent conversation between human curiosity and the enduring mysteries of nature. In this meditative moment, the boundaries between observer and environment seem to blur, reminding us of our deep connection to the world around us.